So welcome to Basic City for OMGBuildings. So here we're in the third person map. We've still got this building, so we'll get rid of that. And now we're going to create a city. So we'll jump back to the favorites, go into the blueprints and drag a city into the map. Now you can add multiple different material data assets and multiple different mesh data assets. If you so wish, you don't have to, you can have one. You see, there we are, a city, and it looks pretty bad. Everything's bunched together. So there is a quick way to just sort that straight away. Just tick this box, uniform grid, and it will space them out nicely for you. There's a few things to understand about how the grid works. You can either have them in a uniform grid or not. When they're in a uniform grid, you can space them out using the grid size. Otherwise, you can use this street spacing. And yeah, you should be able to tinker around with it and get the city looking how you want. You can create a different random variation for the size of the buildings as well. You see I've set it to 10 there, and I'll change the grid rows as well. So now I've got Z indexes, Z heights running from 2 to 10 stories, and we've got 8 by 8 as the city. You can show all of the top floor windows, which you would have seen in the last video, and you can enable the terrain slope. So if you were going to put this on a hill or something like that in your game, you can flick it round. It's just a minor slope by default of 5 degrees, but you can see you can change the direction, and you can actually give it quite a big slope if you want. Look, from the side of a big mountain. That's obviously whatever suits your game. So I'll put it flat, or you can flick it back on, whatever. It's quite simple, quite straightforward. You can also have this random seed, which just basically means that you can just change one number and have the city just change quite a lot, which is easier than changing everything yourself. So yeah, we can have max segments. We can change those so the buildings can get wider, longer, taller, and you see that it's always a min and max value that you can specify. And there's the spacing. You can get it into nice roads. You can set it in such a way that you end up with continuous buildings along one axis, say the y-axis, and just have the roads on the x-axis, which is good for like blocks. If you play, you can see that obviously the buildings are a good size already, but you can make them as big or small as you want. Let's go for it. Hey, boink. So yeah. There we are. Now you can see the windows. I've mentioned this in the previous videos. The windows aren't quite right. They're not showing the internals. So if you were to go to the material instances, you could create your own material instance is what I'd recommend, but this is the one in the plugin for the windows, and you can just flick it on. Now as long as you've disabled the hardware ray tracing as shown in the first tutorial video, then this should work. Otherwise you're going to get some, you might get some pretty crazy or missing window meshes. You can also sometimes get really fast flicker, but just sort of ticking or unticking a box on the city instance, such as the uniform grid box, will sort that out. That's not the same as the window twinkling. That's deliberate, and it's looked at in the next video. If you double click on it, this cube array, you can change the bitmaps yourself. I don't know, simple average might be good. You can save that, close it down. But I suggest you create your own instances, your own data assets, and don't rely on the plugin ones. Yeah, so basically you can do pretty much what you want, and you can get a city really, really quickly. Make multiple cities and cover your landscape. Yeah.